Hi there, YouTube family. So I'm back for probably after quite some time. So this time we're going to continue to provide informative information about um, media and information literacy this time. So I'm back here again. So let us have the first lesson for MIL, which is the introduction to the media and information literacy. Now, for this lesson, guys, our learning objectives. First of all, we're going to describe how communications affect media and information literacy or affects. And then we'll try to identify what is media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy. And the most important is the application of being media and information literate individual. What are our roles and function in the media um, as part of the society? So first of all, on your own, you can probably do this. You can probably do this. So we're just going to create a word map. And using this example that I have shown, there is a certain word that you have to create related ideas and information on it. It could be a word, a phrase, or a sentence describing the main topic that you're going to choose. So here on the example, I have poultry and then the related information and ideas surrounded in that particular word. So you can use any design, could be square, bubbles, triangle, whatever design you'd like to do. Now the topic that you're going to choose. So I have media, information, technology, and literacy. So from here, you can post the video and then you try to do the word map. And then from that, we're going to identify what are your ideas about these terms or the components of media and information literacy. So to begin with, let's start with the word media. So as we know, this media is very much common to us, and I know we're using this in our everyday routine. So when you say media, it means that it involves the different platforms in the online world. So media contains the different types such as the traditional media and the new media. But if we're going to talk about the main types of media, we have the printed media or print media. We have the outdoor media. We have the new media, which is the present time. And then we have the broadcast media. So if we're going to identify one by one, when you say print media, those are media consisting of printed resource or printed material such as newspapers. Um, we have books. We have magazines and some periodicals available out there. And it is made through the use of paper and ink. So that's how print media created. Now, if we're going to talk about the outdoor media, this is more of the promotion or promotional materials used by the businessman or businesswoman to promote their products and services. So we have the um, brochure, we have the poster, we have billboards, and so on and so forth. The materials that we normally see outside. That's why we call it outdoor media. Now, for the broadcast media, that is through the use of certain platforms. Sometimes we use the television, we use the radio, and sometimes podcast is also one of that. So it is transmitted basically through the use of signal, and if we're going to use the radio, through the use of frequency. So that's how broadcast media can actually create it and be able to provide us the information we need. Now, for the new media, pretty much you're familiar with that. We call it the new media because it is the present media that we're using right now. So one of the best example is the internet. So we see there all the things that we need, just one click, browse it through the different websites, um, through the use of the social media platform. So that's basically it. So media in general, we call it media because it actually provides us a variety of information, and the major purpose of that is for communication as well, especially if we're using the social media and um, other forms of media. But normally we gain so much information to the different types of that media. Okay, so that is media. If we're talking about the information, so this is very basic. So it contains the different ideas, facts, opinion. Um, we gain it from other people, professionals, through the use of probably interviews, surveys. So we gathered information, data from those individuals, and sometimes we use the internet as well to gather information. So we say information, it should be organized already, and it should be analyzed, and it is the most important factors that we need sometimes, especially if you have research, you have project, you have assignment. So that where the information comes in. Okay, but normally if we are going to analyze it more further, it should be coming from the facts. So we should be avoiding information that are irrelevant, or fake, or not valid. So that is the information itself. And as we all know, through the use of the different platforms, it provides us a variety of information. Sometimes we don't know which is fact, which is fake. So we just have to be diligent and very much careful in choosing the sources that we use in gathering and getting the information that we need based on the topic that we're looking for. Okay? And now for the technology, um, we are so much exposed to it, right? So technology refers to the equipment, the materials, the gadgets, device, and so on. Anything that's around us is actually technology. So example, the computer, cell phone, telephone, television, and even outside the house can also be part of the technology of the growing and innovation in modern technology that we have right now. So according to the main definition of this is the application of the scientific knowledge for practical purposes. So that is technology. We say scientific knowledge that involves study, research, experiment, trial, and errors. So that is how technology created. So in order for us to have this technology last longer, we should be taking care of it, um, using it for intended purpose. That's very important. And of course, we have to be familiar on how to use the technology so that we can enjoy and be able to use it efficiently and properly. Now, for the literacy, this is the most important part or component of MIL, or Media and Information Literacy. Literacy is, we call it the foundation of understanding. Because if you don't have literacy at all things, you don't know what to do. So literacy means the ability, the knowledge, the understanding of all the things. So without you having literacy, you cannot understand, comprehend things around you, information that you gather from different sources, the different forms of media. So how are you going to understand those? How are you going to use those if you don't have the literacy? So literacy meaning is just the ability or the knowledge on how you use a certain type of media, how you handle information, how you use technology, and so on. So that is literacy. Now, if we're going to combine those things into one, so media literacy meaning is this, it is the ability of an individual on how to analyze a certain type of media, how to choose what media to use, how to understand the media, and how to create a simple types of media. So that is the media literacy. Now, on the other hand, information literacy ability of an individual to know when he or she needed the information, where he can find it, how to analyze, organize the information, and of course, the most important is how to use or consume the information that a person can actually get from that particular sources. And lastly, technology literacy is the ability of an individual to manage, to use, to share the information about the technology, and to take care of the technology. Of course, that's the most important. So those are the combination of media and information together with the literacy. Now, what is media and information literacy? It's the totality of everything. Just going to combine your ideas. So it's an ability of an individual to manage, to know, to use the media and information, and to be able to recognize when they need it, how to use it effectively, and how to apply it in their lives. So that is media and information literacy. Now, how is it relevant to us? Of course, it is relevant because we are so much exposed to it. We used it in our everyday life, everyday living. We needed it in school. We needed it to communicate with other people and many more. That's why it is very much relevant to us. Okay, so if you answer those things, you have life points. Now, how about the creators of media and information literacy? So, who are those person? So we have here the writers. Sorry for the spelling. Writers and journalists. So they are our main source of information because they provide us the information for us to be more updated every time that we need to see what's happening around us. So they are always there to give us what we need. Now the editors helps us to they help in order to organize the information that they share. So they double check that to make sure that it is factual. Directors also part of that because if the director is not there, how are they going to create a more informative films or show that will inform the people? Performers is also the one of them because they are the frontliners and they are the individuals that we see on screen. For the visual artists, they provide us the information through their crafts and masterpieces. So they are also part of that. Who else? The teacher. Students can also be creators. What are the characteristics that we should be considering to be part of the creators? Of course, they should be objective, honest. They should be respectful within themselves and with the others. They should be truthful. They should be creative in order for them to create something that is um, acceptable Okay, they should have a good research skill. Those are the most common. They should be responsible and they should have this integrity so that people can actually believe them. And yeah, show respect to others. Fairness, not they should not be biased at all. So those are the most common characteristics and more others characteristics that we should be considering as a creators of media and information. So they should have this good sense of humor. Okay, they need to be more considerate in providing the information that is available to public. All right, that is it for the introduction. So I hope you learned something from it and you'll be able to understand how media and information works in our society. So as we all know, without media and information, it's hard for us to do something else if we don't have the information we need. If there's no technology, then it's also hard. Even in the traditional times, they have this technology, though it's not that modern, but they already using it. And until now, we're improving it in order to be able to support the needs of the people. So we should be thankful of what we have, and we should be more cautious, diligent, and we should also consider all the factors in getting the information through the use of media. And the information that we need, we should consume it, use it effectively. Thanks so much for watching and listening, guys. I hope you learned something from it. And we're going to continue with more of the lessons about media and information. So just watch out, and I'm gonna upload other lessons about this. Again, thanks so much, and you have a wonderful day. See you in the next time or in the next video.